Alrighty, hi, this is Ms. Bullenbeck. We're going to start by going over your warm-up. So when we have an inequality, we're going to at first keep it exactly the same as a equal sign. And then when we get to the very last step, I'll show you what to do if you have a negative number. So first, you're just going to do negative 3x times negative 7, which would be plus 21. Then you keep your less than sign, and it would be 15 minus x. So then you have this negative 3x here, so you're going to add it, plus 3x. And you have 21 is less than 15 plus 2x, because negative x plus 3x, so it would be negative 1 is 2. Then you subtract the 15, you subtract the 15. You can cross out your 1 here, and you get 6. And then is less than 2x. You divide by 2, you divide by 2, you get 3 is less than x, and you can reverse this by saying x is greater than 3. So it would be this one here. If you do get down to this very last step where you're dividing right here, and you have a negative number, you do have to flip your inequality sign. All right, there's your objective. I can apply the Pythagorean theorem to real-world problems. So overall, we're going to do some word problems. You can pause and write that down. All right, our first word problem here is that Bethany has a circular tabletop that she needs to carry inside her house. The rectangular front door has a width of 36 inches and a height of 80 inches. If the tabletop has a diameter of 86 inches, will it fit through her front door? So you know that her door is rectangular. Door. You know that it has a width of 36 and a height of 80. So what you need to know is can the table fit? And what you need to find out is the length of the diagonal. Because when you would lift something, you would put it through the door on the diagonal. So I would go ahead and draw out the door here. And I have that this is 36, the height is 80. And then I can draw a diagonal here. And I can see now that this is what I need to figure out. So this would go ahead and be my C. So I have A here and B here. So I have 30. So I can start to see that there's actually two right triangles right here. This one and this one. And they have the same dimensions. So I can write A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared, and see if that C is greater than the 86 inches the table is. The table is 86 inches. So I have 36 squared plus 80 squared equals C squared. And so I'm going to get 36 times 36 is 1,296 plus 80 times 80 80 times 80 is equal to 6,400 equals c squared. Seven, 6, 9, 6 equals c squared. So I need to find the square root of 7,696, which is equal to 87.7. So yes, it will fit because 87.7 is greater than 86. Is greater than 86. So that is just our sign for greater than. All right, moving on. Next we have Greg, and he plays a baseball field where the baseball diamond is a square. Each side is measuring 90 feet. If a ball was thrown from home plate to second base and then from second to third, how many feet did the baseball travel? So we know that Greg plays on a square baseball field. It has 90-inch side lengths, and it goes from home to second, and then from second to third. So we've got to add up the distance from home to second plus second to third. So what we need to know is the distance the baseball traveled. The distance traveled. So again, I find it best to always draw a picture. I know that each side is going to be 90. And so I have to find the distance here. So because we know this is a square, we know that these two are right angles. So then we can find our C based on that. We have A and B. So if I have 90 squared plus 90 squared, what then would be C squared? Would be my first step. And so we have 8,100 plus 8,100 equals C squared, because 90 squared is 8,100. Then you get 8,100 plus 8,100 is equal to 162 or 16,200, and you C squared. So you're trying to find the square root of 16,200, which equals 127.3. But you're not done yet, because what you need to do is the total distance traveled. So you know now that C is equal to 127.3. But they asked you what was the distance from home to second and then second to third. So your distance from second to third, they gave you as 90. So you have 127.3 plus 90, which equals 217.3. So the total distance traveled is 217.3. All right, our next one here is we have Melissa wants to put a ribbon border around a sign in her classroom that's shaped like a right triangle below. The ribbon cost 82 cents per foot, how much would it cost to buy ribbon for a triangle sign? So you have the ribbon is going all the way around. So you need to find the length of all three sides. They gave you 6 and 8 here. So you're trying to find this one. So you go A, B, and across from it is C. So you have A squared plus B squared equals C squared. You have 6 squared plus 8 squared equals C squared. You have 36 plus 64 equals C squared. And you have 100 equals C squared. So you have the square root of 100 equals C. And so C would equal 10. So now you have what 10 is. So now you can add up your total distance around this, which would be 6 plus 8 plus 10, which is 24 feet around it. But now you need to know how much will it cost her. Every time we have a word problem, every time we get done with a step, we should always go back and reread this question. How much will it cost her to buy the ribbon for the sign? Well, we know she needs 24 feet of ribbon now, but we still don't know how much it would cost her. We'd have to multiply 24 times 0.86, which will get us it would cost us $20.64. So it's really just a matter of going back and double checking your work. And so that's how much it would cost if she did it all the way around. All right, we have the next one here. I am going to let you pause. Go ahead and try this one. It says, in an isosceles triangle, there are 2 congruent sides, each measure 13 meters. If the base of the triangle is 10 meters, find the height x. So you are only finding the height x here using your a squared plus b squared equals c squared. You know that each of these sides is 13. And then this all the way across is 10. So you need to just do a slight little bit of math here to find, because if you look at your triangle, you have, this is what you need for your a squared plus b squared. So you would have a here and b here, and C would be here. So you're trying to find out C. But you may notice that you don't have the length for A. You do have to divide that 10 divided by 2 because there's 2 pieces that would make A is 5. So your formula would look like 5 squared plus B squared equals 13 squared. And then go ahead and solve that from there. All right, here is our next one. To travel to her friend's house, Julia normally walks 63 yards north and 16 yards west as shown. How many yards shorter would it be if she used the diagonal shortcut? So that is just like the ones that we were doing on Tuesday, where you just have to find the distance across. So it's just a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And you're going to be looking for C. Go ahead and pause and work that one out. All right, then go ahead and do your summary. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. Thank you so much.